Mkofiti, oh, manze nimewahata. Aki nimewahata 3 weeks. Sijawaona. Enyewe nimewahata sana. Karibuni sana to Cele's Reflection. I hope you're doing well. I hope umenihata pia. And I'm happy to be back. To be back on Cele's Reflection. Nilikuwa nimeenda sabbatical. Once in a while, it's good to take a break. Sikuwa nimesema, sikutarajia, but now I'm back. Na leo nikasema sirudi peke yangu, lazima nirudi na wale mama kufanya hivi pale hapo. So leo nimerudi na wageni, my fellow women. Like I have guests today. I'm not alone. And I want them to introduce themselves. Sitaki kuwa introduce, juu mnawajua. Wacha waongee, hata wao muwasikie. Sijui kama mwahata. I am not so sure. So tunaanza pale.
Hi guys, Liz Jiguna hapa kutoka Risi Investments. Nimewahata.
Well done.
Okay, hey everybody, my name is Kambua. I'm so happy to be here, Cele. Thanks for having me with this amazing umetrita wa mama.
Wa mama ama women, sema tu women.
And I'm happy to meet all of you.
Thank you. And then you.
Hi, how are you? Judy, Mama Mumbua, Hustler.
I'm saying you hustler. And I think that's where we are here.
Exactly.
I'm introduced where are we here. So leo ni kama tuko chama. So leo niko na mwenzangu. So kwa hii chama hamkutoa pesa ya chakula. So hakuna food.
Ndio maana tunakunywa
contribution. So we're just here like tuongee tu. Nimesema tuta tukam. Tuongee tu life, kuna venye tu life ina happen so fast. Juzi tu nilikuwa kasichana kadogo, nikaolewa. I was married at 24.
Oh, wow.
No, at 20. Yes, at 24.
Oh, wow.
At 24 nilikuwa pale mbele. Are you sure, Celestine? Yes!
Are you still sure, Celeste?
Yes! Yes! I am sure. That's that nilipoteza ring yangu. But then life is happening so fast. Kidogo umekuwa mama. Sasa wewe ni mama tugi. Like things are happening so fast. At the same time, I have my own fears. Like when your life inaenda unaona by this when unafikirianga si kawaida tu kulala na kuamka. Like you sleep, you wake up, unaenda job, unarudi jioni. Hiyo routine tunazoea sana, but it's not kawaida. Some things can happen along the way. Yeah. Like a lot of things happen that you don't expect, that you don't foresee. So generally, mi niko na fear zangu. Mi sijui kama ni mimi peke yangu na fear ama pia nyinyi ama wewe pia una fear. So do you have those fears, especially as a woman? Because now we are women. So I don't know if you have. Mama Steph.
Yeah, I think everybody has fears in life. I think it would be very... Okay, no, I'm speaking for myself.
Please do.
Yes, as Judy, of course. Yeah? And I think that's the reason why you wake up every day, you're trying to make something out of yourself. Because there's that thing you're fearing.
What's your fear?
I think my biggest fear in life is not living up to my full potential. Yeah. I feel like, Judy, you're a great woman. You have so much greatness. I have so much greatness in me. And my biggest fear is not living up to that greatness.
And the worst part is you don't know how much great.
Exactly. I just know
you can do it.
I can do it. I can do big things. But of course, fear in your area. Is what I'm doing now enough to get me to that level?
Wow. Hapo umeongea.
Hapo
uko na point. And you, Kambua?
I think my fear is just, I fear having been here and not having made an impact and not having a legacy to leave. So I'm like, what would my life be for? You know, you were just here, people knew as Kambua, and then what? You know, what impact did I have? What legacy did I leave when I'm long gone? what can be said of me. So I fear just going through the motions of life and not making an impact and leaving a legacy.
That's so true. That reminds me venye nowadays, okay, like when you go for a burial, wacheki venye kila mtu kwa na kitu ya kusema. So kuna hiyo fear, what will they say about me?
Yeah, and they don't have to struggle.
True, not ile kuforce. Not ile, na alikuwa msichana mzuri. But kuna zile zo flow. This lady was, yani zinasema tu naona by the way, akiwa mtu alikuwa mtu. Hata kama hujaimuona, mtu wenyewe alikuwa mtu mzuri.
True.
What's your fear, Liz?
I think my biggest fear ni kuto live up to, sometimes unfortunately got programmed to live up to the expectations of our parents, of the people who took care of you. So umesomeshwa, they expect a lot. And it's unfortunate, it should not be the top 10, but it comes with the territory. So not living up to the expectations of now they have taken you to university, so what is next? What comes after that? And how are you going to prove to them that you're stable? How are you going to prove to them that you're secure? How are you going to make sure wazazi ni kama watoto? When they grow old, they become younger. How are you going to make sure that their futures are safeguarded? So that's mostly my biggest fear, that I'm not able to provide to them as they provided to me. So I always think in terms of that aspect.
Wow, so kila mtu yenye ako na fear. Mimi acha niseme, I have so many fears. Of course hizi nimesema part of them. But kuna zile zenye, kuna ile yenye sometimes I ask myself, what if one day I woke up like niamke, nimezoea hiyo kulala kuamka kwenda job, mtoto ameenda shule, mzee ameenda, so we are hustling together, tunalisha kwa meza, tunasaidiana. So what if siku moja niamke nijipate niko peke yangu? Like God forbid. Like God forbid. It's not something we want to happen, but ina happening. So one day you wake up, Cele, uko solo. Let's say you're a widow. Tuseme, for example, and you have a kid. So niko na mtoto, huwezi meza. So that's my biggest fear, cause kuna venye mkisaidiana mkiwa wawili, and I'm talking about myself again. Sisemi ati kila mtu, I'm saying about my fear. So sasa uko hapo kuna mtoto, kuna hii maisha mlikuwa mnaishi mkiwa watatu, now you are two. Will I start telling Tugi, sasa juu baba yuko, hii tutakuwa tunafanya. Ama juu baba unaona, hata na fear kuanzia discussion na mtoto wangu. Nashindwa juu, like I'm even shaking. I know. Because it's something I really fear. Like it can happen. And it happens, unfortunately. So I think juu ya hizo, and also hata tuseme babake hajaenda, ama tu kitu happen, you're not together. Nitarudi kwa wazazi wangu. Like, is this life going to be the same? So that's some of my fears. And because of those fears, nafanya vitu sikuwa nataka kufanya. Mimi ungeniambia kitambo ningekuwa nafanyanga show ya Cele's reflection. Mimi naketi hapa hivi nawaambia ni hata. But because you have to do things that, because how do you kesho? Like you have to do it all. Me singeifikiria ningekuwa content creator. Ati naenda hapo nauza nafanya. But kama hii ndio imekam, hii ndio inakaa kunipatia my future, like a better life. Then let me do it. Because life is happening. I have a baby. Lazima akule, lazima tusonge. So fear makes me do things that inanitoa hata kwa comfort zone yangu. Like Cele, haujui kesho. Changamka leo. Now that you have the chance, changamka. So I don't know. See, fear ndio tafanya mtu hizo.
It's an incentive. It's a very big incentive. For me, it makes me feel anytime that I slacken off or lose focus, it's what brings me back to true. You need to get on track, stay on track, because of, what you're saying. Those are very valid fears of, and it's a reality for a lot of people. Cele, that I don't plan to wake up and one day my spouse is not there.
True.
Or I don't plan to wake up and we are not together. We don't plan for those things. It's unexpected things, and unfortunately we don't get to pick what kind of seasons we get into. So I feel like even the older I've gotten, the more aware I am of wanting to secure my future as an individual. First, before even we talk about my child as Kambua, that I want to be able to know that I have done everything I know in my power and with the wisdom that is around me to secure my future. And that I'm not just working to, not just saying, even we can be so, that we were saying our fears push us to do this and this. So you're working so hard, you're hustling, you're doing all those things so hard, but you don't know where it's going. You have nothing to show for it.
True.
It's true.
So there's that fear as well.
Yes. You work every day, unaamka unatoka, but negatives.
Yeah.
Negatives. Now it's not like you're not working. You're working.
Yeah.
You're working every day. Kwanza sasa yetu ni mbaya, they see it online. Huyo ni client mwingine. Cele akona pesa.
But 5 years, 10 years from now, you have nothing to show.
Imagine.
Hiyo kazi yote waliondo kifanya.
Nitaonesha picha za Mombasa. Hizo picha za Mombasa ndio nitaonesha. Yeah, but it's good. Like your point ya kusecure like the future for myself. Hata sasa tuachane na huyu mtoto na nini. For myself. Again, it's me.
Yeah.
It's not my baby, it's not my husband, it's not my mother. Mimi, mimi hauko poa, hata huyo familia itakuwa poa.
Exactly.
Yeah. What do you do, Mama Steph? Nataka sasa tuongee kama chama.
So, for me, in terms of investing for my future, kuna nilisema nilijiintroduce aje?
Mama Steph.
Hustler.
Is I believe for me, investing for my future has different categories or aspects to it. Because I am me first, but then kuna vitu zingine, titles zingine zimekuja zikiongezeka. So for me, before nifike Mama Steph, before nifike Mrs. Mutua, kuna mimi kwanza. So for me, what I'm doing, or the things I've done so far, is one, kazi. Unajua, like kutafuta employment. Because that's the basis for most of us. You need to have some sort of a career. A career that is giving you some income. And that is what, so for me, that career that's giving me that income is what I do with you guys. What I do for Njugush Creatives as a brand manager. So hiyo ni moja. But hustler hakuangi na hustle moja. Hustler anakuanga na nini zingine. Na hizi zingine ni biashara. Na part of your biashara na investments is what I've been able to do with Gracie. Buying land. Because sasa hapo I think niko hapo katikati. So for me, feel securing a good future for myself is through investments. Other than the career is through investments. Ninunue kitu sahihi ambayo najua in 5 years naweza uza ama naweza itumia kufanya kitu kingine. Si ndio? So through investments and then also through hustle bees. Sasa ni biashara. Na biashara ni through like what I'm doing with Njugush Gates. Merchandising, live recording, whatever. Hiyo hustle yote. So why? Because actually that's the only investment I have so far. I can't see it in terms of ni shamba tu nimenunua. Nikanunua na Resi. So there's the yenye tulikuwa tumenunua na wewe before, then tukaingia Resi tukanunua zingine. And I believe for me, hiyo inanifanya nifikirie, in case anything happens to me now, even right this moment, kuna kitu naweza enda. Kuna kitu niko nayo yenye ni yangu. Yenye imeandikwa jina yangu. Haijaandikwa jina ya mtu mwingine.
Sasa inakufanya unajiuliza na imetosha.
Haijatosha.
Imetosha. Inakuwa hadi goosebumps. Nikiuza hizo 2-3 zimetosha. So unafikiria nataka kingine. Kingine. Yeah, I agree because hivyo venye unasema tu tuna hustle. Na una hustle na moja ni hiyo yenye unasema kila siku unafanya kazi but bado haitoshi. So kama sai kwa hao for example, kama sasa mimi sasa again I go back to myself because I know myself better. So unapata tuseme kwa nyumba mzee analipa school fees, analipa rent, anafanya hizo vitu kubwa. Kama ni kujenga like hizo heavy ones. Wewe unabaki hapa. House manager, shopping, nini, every day the kidogo. So mkiketi kwa meza mkileta, yeye anaweza ona ameleta mingi. Kimani sijasema si mingi. It's a lot. Yenyewe tunasaidiana. But ukiangalia zile zako wewe kama mama pia unafanya. Ni mingi. Hiyo 50 bob ya nduthi kila saa. Lete bananas, lete hapo. Hiyo pesa ni mingi sana. It's a lot like the amount of things you do kwa pesa yako. Ati nini unatuma. Mpaka unapata I've worked so hard. But sina kitu hata nimefanya yangu. Like hata kwenda salon feels like hiyo pesa natoa wapi ya salon. You need a new wig. Me, I won't lie. The last time I bought a wig was like 4 months ago. I can buy that wig, but una feel ni kama nitanunua wig alafu hatujaenda soko, hakuna viazi, hakuna. So when I come to Risi na ninunua koka nasikianga jackpot, nasikianga yenyewe nimejishukuru. Like I am rewarding myself. In future it will help me. Maybe something happens. But right now I also need to reward myself. I am doing so much. That mboga, that nini is a lot. And it's tiring sometimes. Alafu pia you won't have the time. Utaki kwenda. Ukifikiria kwenda holiday na mtoto na nini. Like you put so much. Before you mpaka unajisahau. So I agree with myself. Ako kanini kadogo Kenya ulituchanua. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Mtu anasikianga hata kama hii mwaka sijanunua wig. Nilinunua cash plot wewe. I have something to say. Despite this hustling and everything. So maybe Kambua unaweza tuambia so with your fears now what
I'm doing. So I'll tag on to what Judy said. I'm working, I'm building my brand. So in that way, I feel that I am finding sources of revenue for myself, and that will help my family as well. I also started saving, specifically for my son. But let me be very, very honest about that. I feel like when I have my savings for my son, I always find something to do with that money. And it's usually for him, by the way. It's true. It's not that I go do my things, but I get very good uses for it. You know, whether it's taking him to the hospital or buying food for his birthday. My struggle would always be, how do I grow this money? Ina grow kidogo, inapata you know? So that has been a bit of a struggle for me. And where for me, I felt like I finally, because when I was younger, I thought, okay, I get a job, I buy a car. I thought those were investments, but they're really not, because the minute you get that car, the value starts going down. Nikiuza hiyo gari yangu, siwezi uza more than I bought it. True. And that took me a long time to realize that these things I'm buying, which I think are investments, are really not investments. Okay, so I then stumbled upon Liz, and I have to tell you that my conversation with Liz was very lengthy, because I think I also came from a skeptical place of, first of all, I had to really reprogram my thinking as far as women buying land, because I've been socialized to know that the men buy land. Okay, it's my brothers who buy, it's the men who inherit land. So okay, sasa nani huyo anataka kuniuzia shamba na anataka nini na they legit, you know, like so can I bring my mzee to verify it? I didn't feel like I had the confidence to be like, okay, yes, I'll make this decision. But I'm so glad I did, because I realized, unlike this car that I have bought, with the land, when I buy it, nikiuza next year ama niuze kesho, itakuwa imepanda. So for me, I finally feel like I've started finding an investment that's going to work for me, that I feel, you know, nobody can take it away from me. And the way, I don't know, it's Judy, my Cele, who said, kuona jina yako, you own something. There's another joy it brings. You feel like, oh my gosh, I'm wearing my big girl pants finally. So it's taken me a long time, and you know, Cele said she got married at 24, so I'm like, Cele is so much younger than me. I'm glad you're doing it like so much younger, and I wish more people, more women, more girls would do it as young as they can, because we were saying this earlier before we started shooting, that kuna ile age ya 25, 28 where people have so much money.
So true.
So much money. It's amazing.
Yeah.
But me at that age, I was not saving, I was not investing, I was shopping, and I was having a good time. So I wish I had made those decisions earlier, but I'm glad that I finally started to make those steps into proper investment.
Hey, Kambua has summarized everything. Kambua has wrapped up everything. Because it's true, hata mimi at 20, 25, sikuwa najua kitu. 24, like, shamba si ya mama, shamba si ya msichana. Nanunua aje shamba? Tuanzie hapo. Wewe unaweza nunua shamba ya msichana? Unajua shamba ni za wanaume. At least now we know, thanks to Liz. Huyu alijua at 19. At 19.
Ninaanza kununua mashamba.
But now we know. You see, there's at least when you lack information, unasemanga. Now we know. Now we are planning to purpose to do it more and more and more. There's something else Kambua amesema hapo kwa gari ukiuza kesho yake ishashuka. One thing nilipenda na shamba ni the ones we bought Nanyuki greens.
Yes.
Hata tujaifika. Like you don't need to, you see, after you invest
Tulifika before to
like tulifika tukaona tukalipa. After that hatujaifika. Tutafika at least tupande miti. But unaona investments zingine kama biashara, you need to be hands on. Mimi siko kwa biashara. Nitafanya biashara nishinange tu kwa mfuko. Yaani mpaka hata sijui na make how much. But shamba, you buy, you leave it there. You don't need to do much. Bado ina appreciate. So if you do kidogo, ina appreciate even more. So I think that's why shamba for me it's easy because nitaweka na zitanizalia bila mimi kufanya kazi nyingine mingi.
The value always goes up. And you know, in such cases to say me, and yani God forbid baba tukia yuko. Ama God forbid hata wewe uende.
God forbid.
Knock on wood. If that was to happen. We have to always plan. What is the plan B? Now, plan B doesn't mean that to not expect the worst. Plan B, that just means that we are always prepared. Sister, what is to happen? Right? Your son is there. Your daughter is there. Your son is also there. Me, I'm not a mom, but what is to happen to my mom kama siko? We have to plan in the future. Now we have to lay foundations where nikitoka, they still have something that they can go to that makes sure that they still have the same lifestyle. Unajua, there's nothing worse than umezoesha mtoto tunaenda McDonald's ama tuko na McDonald's Kenya. But na KFC. Umezoesha mtoto KFC na next time mko pale mnanunua chips na kuku. As in, you know, to say that that's not bad. Umemzoesha, wewe unataka kuleta a certain lifestyle. And then afterwards, you're not there, and then arudi back to a different lifestyle. That thing can be traumatizing. Imagine, funny thing, that can be very traumatizing to a child. So whenever and also to yourself, to say, right now, okay, umekuwa fired. Ama saizi, content creation is not bringing in money. So what can we do to make sure we are still living the same lifestyle? And unajua Kenya naambianga watu with land every year 25% value inaenda juu. 25. So unaweza weka hizo pesa kwa bank useme I still have money in the bank. But your money in the bank ita double, ita triple, as in what are you going to do with that money? But with that couple tutanunua pole pole, the value will go up with 25% and you can sell that. Now your son will go to school, will still be in the same lifestyle. You still can afford the same handbag. But you know, right now you have to still have to in example sacrifice for the future. As in lazima pia utoe kitu kidogo ndio in the future you still maintain the same lifestyle. So naambianga watu when you're investing land, think of where you can be in the next 5 years with that plot, with that 50 by 100. Think of what you can do. Think of where your children, what your children will do. So me says like my niece anataka ballet. Miss kwa ballet when I was growing up, for sure. As in anataka, I want to do ballet, and then tunaenda tunanunua outfits here like at 5,000. No. What do you mean? Are you just in skin tight and socks? As in, come on now. So we have to plan for these kids, and the best way you can make sure si ati tunaweka pesa zao ati kwa account sababu 1 shilling this year will not buy the same thing next year. You have to, inflation goes up. But 1 plot this year can buy you double next year and the year after that and going on. So you have to put your money in a place where it grow continuously. In a sense that ukwe Dubai and you're doing your work, you know when you come back, ukiuza easy, you can start your business. Ukwe sijui Saudi Arabia, ama wherever, ama you're here in Kenya and umehustle your plot and you want to start your business, you're taken care of. You just need to have that security. Security. Na security unajua ati security si ati mo, security si Mr. You know, security ni yangu as a person. Yangu as a female, yangu as an individual. And trust you, well, if you all are secure, everyone is secure.
True. Yes, that's great.
Na itoshi hiyo security pia. The more it is, the better.
The more, the better.
Tunashindanga tukiuliza wazazi wetu, nyinyi wazee wengine ile siku wakishika shamba, kwani nyinyi mlikuwa wapi? Nyinyi kwani hamkutushikia mashamba? Sasa sisi hapo ndio hiyo swali sasa tunataka tukue sisi. Ikiulizwa tuseme sisi tulishika. Mimi kama iko kutosha wewe ongezea zako. Juu sisi yenyewe hatukushikiwa. Even our moms walikuwa na shida, sasa hata wako wanaachiwa na wazazi. So sisi now we know, thanks to Liz, we know where we can shika. Kwa hivyo swali likikuja, zile nilishika kama zikutoshi, ongezea zako. And they are mine actually by there. They are just yours just in case I am not there. Nitakusaidia. But they are mine. Nikisikia hiyo siku, wewe hujasoma, nataka kwenda Dubai. Nitauza niende Dubai. Wewe utajipanga. True. It's for my own self, not for just in case zinaweza kusaidia. Ama Mama Steph, ama unaweza shika alafu achie mombusi zote.
But I understand where Liz is coming from and making sure that, of course, as in our kids have a better life than us. That's the whole thing. Well, see, I think for mothers that is one of those things we live for, making sure that our kids have a better life than we ever did. But underline, I am not, anything I'm doing now, in any investment I'm making now, I'm not making it for her. It has to be for me first.
That's true.
But the reality of things is that in the future, all this belongs to her. Because we have 1 child. Na ni kama hapo ndio 12. So eventually, all these things ni zake. But si ati saa hizi niseme inanunua shamba inaandikwa jina ya Mombusi. No, because I also am a strong believer in letting your child learn how to earn things for themselves. I'm not handing anything to you. Sikuji ni kuambia ati nilikununulia shamba shika, nilikununulia gari shika, no.
But siku ya harusi tutapeleka title sasa. Tunaweza peana zawadi. Unaona wale wazazi wanapeananga titles.
I actually know of a friend who was actually given a house. Na wazazi wake. Imejengwa, mamake alijenga nyumba akijua mtoto wangu anaenda kufanya harusi. So alijenga a whole house. Siku ya harusi anapewa nyumba yako iko pale inakungojea.
I've seen that too, and I think it's beautiful.
It is very,
kids start off well.
True. Because as you said, we need them, want them to have a better life than us. But I feel it has to start with me. Investing for myself and investing in myself before ifike kwao. So ifike kwa mtoto, kwa bwana, lazima ianzie na sisi.
Kama unaweza nunulia yako sahi, uende kwa Liz ushike your son.
I'm not sure that I would buy it like in his name right now. I think I would buy knowing, as she's saying, that someday I will not be here. It will be his, you know. I'm trying to remember. I'll Google later the verse that says, "A wise man leaves an inheritance for his children and his children's children." That you know, and like what we're saying, just doing better than before, than our parents did. Our parents did the best that they could. Hakuweza kushika sawa. Sisi tuko na opportunity ya kushika. Good. We're making it easier for the generation that's coming. So I am indirectly, I'm not necessarily getting it in Nathaniel's name, but imagine all these things, even these brands that I'm building and the money, eventually it will one day just all be his. I won't be here. In my grave, I will not enjoy it, but he will, and he still will enjoy it. Yeah.
This is true.
Hii chama inaweza mnataka kujoin? Nini registration fee ni how much? Nanyuki, sasa tuko Nanyuki.
Now we're at Nanyuki Gates. Now we're at Nanyuki Gates. 50 by 100 going for 250, all inclusive. Yani, we are giving our ladies opportunities yenye hawatawai complain. Hadi wakisema sina hizo pesa saizi. Tuko na installment plans. Utalipa tu pole pole, we'll custom make best to your ability. Ukisema ati no lease, ati niko na hii amount, how can we work with it? They just come to us. Unajua it's an all-inclusive package. Unakuja and then we just break it down to best to your ability. But what we want you to be is financially secure. Chukua hiyo ploti, anza kung'ang'ana saizi. And with Nanyuki Gates, there is kuna stima. Growth potential of growth is just so high. So with that 50 by 100 unajua ati ni kangu nikishapata ni yangu na hakuna anything extra, kuza we'll sort you out, come and see, tunakupeleka kwa shamba, view it, just see what potential that land has. No, usikuje na macho za sina nyumba, no, kuja na macho ya what is to come. Look, wanawake, we are the futures, I always say. So we have to always have the vision of what is to come. So come with the vision of what is to come, what the potential we can do with that land, and I guarantee you that is something that will safeguard and you can use in the future in terms of investment, land banking for your kids, for yourself, for your education. You can use it in all kinds of ways. So just give us a call. Nah, I will sort you out the way I sorted these ladies here.
Can I add something
mama hii chama iko na kila mtu. Boychal pia anaweza kama. Umesikia Steve? Each chama unaweza join anyone because we have sons. So
mimi nataka kuongezea kitu hapo. Whatever Liza said. Earlier this year tukianza na Nanyuki Gates. Me, I knew I wanted to invest with Racy. I wanted to buy a plot of land. Na kumbuka nikikuuliza kwa sababu whatever the cost was for whatever I wanted to buy, for that land that I wanted to buy, ilikuwa shilingi 2. Na sikuwa na hizo pesa. It is not money I had, ama money I knew for sure. Ati nenda kupata, kuna mahali nimeambiwa kuna deal utapata hizi pesa. She can tell you. Nilimcall nikamwambia, Liz, what's the maximum time you can give me to pay off your shamba? So what I want to tell my fellow ladies, ni ati hakuna anza tu. True. Investment ni kuanza. Anza kuja uambie Liz anasemanga it's 50k deposit. And then she gives you 4 months to pay off. Sindio? Kuja uambie Liz niko na 35,000. Believe me, hamwezi kosa kusikizana. And it is that first step. That hiyo. Believe me, utalipa hiyo shamba.
That's true.
And I think on that note, one of the very important things to do is to do a site visit.
Yes.
Because sometimes this vitu tunaongea, it just sounds so like we're building whatever's in the air, we're daydreaming. When you actually, what for me at the site visit did, I remember just feeling like I have fallen in love with this project. I will do whatever it takes to make sure that I have this land. And that's what a site visit does to you. You're able to envision, unajiona hapo, this is what I'm going to do with my land, or I'm going to sell it. But when you get there, it will give you that determination that you need to make it work. And let me say, I know we've said the men are welcome, you're very welcome, but women are very determined. When a woman says, I'm going to get this thing, I'm going to get it. So go for site visits. Liz, the site visits are...
We have site visits every Wednesday and Thursday. We provide transportation to to and from Nairobi, like free transportation. Tunakuja Kencom, just all you need to do is just call us. You don't ask for anything much. Call us, let us know you're available either on Wednesday or Saturday, and tunakuchukua from Kencom kwa shamba, tunakuonyesha everything. We answer all your questions. We hata ukitaka title to do your search. I always tell people do your search. Isikuwe ati nakuoniwa tunakwambia there is a land somewhere where
Cele alisema
Kambua alisema Judy. No. As in, sometimes it's best hata wewe uchukue initiative. Tutakupatia copy of the title, fanya search. Ukiconfirm hii land ni akina Risi wanauza, proceed. And then you're comfortable. And then ni yako itakuwa yako. And then after 60 days tumesema umemaliza kulipa leo. After 60 days tunakuja tunakwambia okay, isikuwapi bishango na bigelegele, title iko ready, and then we hand over the plot to you. You know, it's just as simple as that. Yeah.
So start.
That's
ndio hiyo tu.
Just start.
Take the risk. Anza.
Hizo vitu by the way venye umeniuliza pale hivyo before, if you check your M-Pesa tudogo zile pesa umepatia mtu wa boda hapo ukaweza by the way women huamua hii mwaka nashika kale ka wig kashika kama unaweza jikaza ukashika wig ukafanya imagine even this one you can. It's normally hard to start, but once you start
that's it,
tutamaliza. Thank you so much. Na hii chama next ni kwa nani? Kabla tumesikia registration, next ni kwa nani? But thank you so much guys for coming.
Asante for having us.
I am sure hata wale wamejibamba sana. It was fun.
Thank you.
Time imefika watu waondoke juu sasa tunataka kutengeneza nyumba. Oh, it was awesome. Thank you for coming. I hope mmejibamba
sana.
Take like tukiondoka ya kuambia kwa heri. We start with Liz, kila mtu moja.
Wacha niwaambia, first of all, I'll tell you ladies, it's time for you to take charge of your future. And the only way you can take charge of your future is making sure that you are financially independent. Now, I'm not saying that land is the only option. There are other options there. But I'm going to say that land is one of the absolute definite options that will guarantee that your future is secured in any way or form. Because the value will always go up. The value will always go up regardless. So either whether you're 25, or you're 21, or you're 30, it is never too late to safeguard your future. And that is where Risi Investment is coming in to make sure that your future is safeguarded, and we have projects that are tailored to make sure that happens. So come see us. Tone candle, we got you.
Gedhogo. Mesikia kizungu. Come, tailor your future. Thank you so much, Liz. Kambua.
I'd say just invest in yourselves, guys. Invest in yourselves. And this is such an easy way of doing it. I'm saying easy because, as Cele said, you're buying land. You're not going to be monitoring it, watering it, feeding it, you know. You're buying it and letting it just keep growing in value. It's one of the best things that you can do for yourself. And us being here endorsing Risi should tell you that we believe in what she does and that she is honest and she is what you see is what you get. Okay? Hatungekuwa hapa if we did not believe, if we had any doubt or anything of the sort. So we are consuming what we are telling you to get. Sisi mashamba zetu tunaendelea kuongeza, and we just want you to be a part of this. I don't want years later you're like, I wish to leave, you know, and then that time you call Risi and she's like, oh, right now it's going for 800,000. Do it now. Okay, just do it now.
Right. Wow, thank you. Kambua amesema kitu kweli sana. We can't sit here, especially like, okay, Kambua nimemeet leo for the first time.
Yes.
But me, I know this one for a very long time. Hatuwezi keti hapa akituwadanganya.
Hatuwezi kuzia kitu.
Like me,
sisi wenyewe.
We did, before we started working with her, we did due diligence.
Yeah.
Like, please, to confirm kitu before we start telling people out there.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't be happy mtu akiniambia akisele wewe. Unajua ni curse.
Yeah, that's true.
Akisele wewe.
Yeah.
It's so wrong. So venye Kambua anasema trust us. Liz, Risi wako sawa.
Yeah.
As long as you also don't also go and buy because you say wako sawa.
Yes.
Once you get it, do your search. Ukiona iko sawa, ukisikia kitu inakwambia pana, don't. But ukisikia yenyewe I'm comfortable, I'm okay, do it.
Yeah.
Sisi tumefanya.
Yeah.
And that's where we are here.
True. Oh, yangu ni kusema tu, life is about taking risks. And I don't think you would progress in life if you don't take risks. So please, my dear ladies, take that risk. But with whatever risk, whatever investment you want to take or to do, Cele amesema, please do your due diligence. Kwanza. Usifanye juu watu wamesema ufanye. Yeah? But yes, risks, very important. Taking a risk with life is very important.
True. Yangu ni kusema boys. Mimi kama mama boys. We've talked to the ladies. Ladies mshaambiwa, boys please hata nyinyi msibaki nyuma. Najua madem tunawapea pressure, lakini sasa tunajaribu kutoa madem. Unacheki wakijibaya, hawatawapea hiyo pressure sana. But boys, all the boys, can we meet after this? Because even you boys, pia hii haijaandikwa mahali ni ya madem pekee. Don't say atirisi ni ya wasichana. Just at least anataka sana kusaidia sisi wasichana. Which we are happy because we didn't know about all this. But even you boy, you young boy, 20 hapo umefanya tu kabizi kana kupatia tu kitu. Ongea na Liz. Pia wewe shika yako. It won't hurt ukisemanga naishi na wamama hata kama ni kwa mama. Bora ni kwako. It doesn't hurt who is your neighbor and who is your neighbor. It's yours. Yeah, so thank you so much. Thank you so much. This was so much fun. Yani, I'm happy to be back on Cele. Tumerudi with our band. Na next week the same. Next week, yani say tumerudi bila mchezo. 2021. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
Tusemeni kwa heri the same time.
All right.
1, 2, 3, go.
Bye.